everyone.
Hello. How are you all today?
It's a good day.
It's a good day. It's sunny. No, it's not. It's cloudy.
Do you even
Very
know?
cloudy.
Were you out there?
No. I slept here last night. Where is here? Who are we? And what is happening right now?
Well, you are with us, and we are Warm N Cozy Quilting. And
That was
Victoria
a very
is
long
laughing.
trip to a single point.
We are Warm N Cozy Quilting. We're in Columbia, Illinois. And you are the #1 customers.
Yes.
I'm Danielle.
Hi, Danielle.
And this is...
Jason. You may not notice me with this luscious beard that I've grown because I forgot to shave this morning. I do
And
feel
he
like
didn't
that
get his
Jamie from
beard-
that being
his-
commercial.
his beard
My beard treatment in. I didn't get it in this morning. It's luscious mane. Sorry, it's distracting.
Oh my goodness.
When you shave once a week, you don't really have to, it's not a daily thing. You don't think about it.
Right.
I apologize.
For being late because your beard routine.
This is my beard routine.
Anyway, I had something funnier, but now I've forgotten because we've gone into this other thing.
No, do it. It's funny. What's funny?
I don't remember.
You don't know?
I really don't.
I don't either. I wasn't in your brain, so I don't know what's happening.
They're the #1 customer.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll come back again, and
Huey
you will
Lewis
know.
in the news
You'll
is your
know
favorite band
exactly
ever because they have to do with quilting. In studio today, we have helping us with the cameras, Miss Victoria. Everybody say hello, Victoria. Hi. Wave to the fans. Thank you for waving.
She's waving.
She waved. You can wave back.
Oh, I remembered what I forgot.
What'd you forget?
It's not funny anymore.
Say it, it's funny.
And you are watching...
Fabric TV. TM. We stole that from somebody else.
Yeah.
Actually, a fan gave it to us. That's what we're sticking with. We are Fabric TV.
Yeah.
Also, we have Miss Lydia over here, so you can say hello to Lydia today as well.
Yeah, she's been usually over in the other building when we are recording.
Right.
But she is here as an assistant on something spectacular. So we'll get to that soon.
Alrighty, so the setup's a little, old school today. I'm looking at the phone for comments, so feel free to comment along. If I don't see your comment, I'm sorry, but I think I have the setup right, so I should see it. I don't know. Share with your friends.
We're still not 100% on that.
Right. But I'm seeing names that I don't know, so maybe we were good. So good morning. Hello, Christy. And hello, Patty. Good morning, Rita.
Patty's birthday was yesterday. You didn't say happy birthday.
Happy belated birthday, Patty. It's them March folks. The March folks are pretty fantastic. They're almost as cool as us September folks.
Well, May's pretty cool.
It has its moments.
March is pretty cool. March birthday.
That's what we were talking about is March birthdays and how cool they were, but she had already was spaced out and not thinking.
I was reading. reading.
Right.
Oh, somebody said something about the sound.
Yeah, it's they're saying our voice and the sound's not synced up. I don't. Hit refresh maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I've had that happen before, and it really has always been my device. Like, I go out and come back in, and then it works. So I don't know. If that's the case, we will...
I'm so glad we pay for internet that's janky. It's the best. Thanks, Charter. We're going to power through this. If it falls apart completely, I'm sorry, but, Victoria, go ahead and just hit record on that screen there, and let's just record. It'll be fine.
Ooh, what?
Never mind. It'll be fine, guys. We got this.
We're professional. We promise.
We're professional. We practice this. Oh my gosh, I almost just did that. I'm so sorry. Don't tell anybody. Sorry, back to hellos. Hello.
Good morning, Donna.
Donna and Dorothy. Pam. Janet. And Jody.
Hi, Jody.
And Mary.
Mary. And
Karen, working on finishing your first machine sewn quilt.
Yay,
Nice.
Karen! Awesome.
That is fantastic. That was the conversation with Lincoln, and good morning, Diane, and good morning, Robin. And yeah, the freezing. I don't know. It's kind of cold outside. I don't think that's what she means.
No.
Good morning, Rochelle, and hello, Linda. And good morning, Sherry Joe. You can always rewatch this later. It'll be fine. We actually have this going to YouTube.
She's going.
Oh, right! Happy
yeah,
birthday,
Sherry Joe.
I should have read everything in that sentence. That's okay.
There's
happy
more
birthday.
awesome birthdays. My dad's birthday is the first week of March, and
Yeah.
Victoria.
Oh. That's right. She does have a birthday this month, doesn't she?
March is a pretty cool month.
Good morning, Jackie. It's chilly in Oregon.
Ooh.
I bet. It's still dark there, right? I don't know. It's like 2 hours behind us. Ellie, sight and sound is fine. Thank you. It's good to know that. Again, I think it's just internet connection sometimes. Just thank you, Facebook.
Right. And it might catch up and it's all good, right? So we're just going to keep going.
Good morning, Chris and Janice. Good morning, Jolene. And... okay, Rita will deal with it. Power through. You got this, Rita.
Yes.
And hello, Pam. Love
Hi, Pam.
Shores, Miss Alabama. She got her second COVID shot. Was sick yesterday.
Ooh.
Hear that. I hear that happens. That's all right.
Better than COVID.
Better than COVID. I mean, that's most, vaccines. You have that sort of thing. And good morning, Alice, from Marissa.
Morning, Alice.
It's not a little bit. Not that far away.
She was in the shop not that long ago.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't get to talk to you, Alice. We were busy that day.
Weird.
Sometimes I really feel like I want to speak to everyone. I want to hang out with everyone. So when I don't, then I'm like, oh, dang it. I didn't get to hang out with my friends.
I know that feeling. I'll be sitting there talking and working with somebody, and I'll see somebody come in that I know, and I'm like, I can't leave this person and talk to people because my social butterfly instincts kick in, and it's awful. Anyway, it's cool. So let's see here. If you're new to us, hanging out with us on a Saturday morning, we are here to really just talk, not selling you stuff. Right. This is more about learning things, becoming better at what you do. We've actually started this series. It is on blocks. So we've decided to go sew along route. So if you want to make the blocks with us on Friday afternoons, we post what you need to have cut out. Mm-hmm. And then we're actually doing a sew along of that particular block, and people are going to take those blocks and some of them want to make sampler quilts out of them, and that's cool. But the goal is so that you can see a block and kind of look at it and understand what it is made of, and you can say, I've done that and I can make that block, or you can say, I have no idea what's happening there. Also, it's a good way to kind of see, you know what? I really liked making that Ohio Star block. I'm going to do a whole quilt with Ohio Stars. Or Churn Dash. The Churn Dash. Churn Dash are cool. The Friendship Star, you could make it small because there's not a lot going on with that block, and that would be easy to kind of make the dimensions a little smaller, and it could be a border. Mm-hmm. All kinds of cool things. All these fun, creative things that you can do once you kind of see how to make a certain block. Right. And aloha, Harriet. She always has a new one. Always something fun every day. Yes. All right. So that's what the whole purpose of us here is. That's what we're doing. So don't worry. Put your pocketbooks away. You're safe. This is a safe zone. Right. That doesn't mean we won't talk about something that you may want to purchase. Right. We did have a customer call about the Martelli mat. Oh, right. Yeah. We do sell Martelli. So if you're like, ooh, that's a nice table setup you have in front of you. It is. It's Martelli. We are Martelli vendors at this point. So if you need Martelli supplies, we can help. So Donna can't wait for the history behind the card trick block today. Now, he already knows it's going to take a long time for you guys to believe him again. You guys won't trust me. I could tell you absolute verbatim fact. No, seriously. And you're going to be like, I don't even believe you. It's like your teenage. You'll never believe me again. Teenage son, especially. Teenage sons cannot lie. Right, Vincent? It shows all over their face, right? No, seriously, Mom, serious. I'm serious. I'm not lying this time. And their eyes get bigger and bigger. Like he's going to be doing that all the time now. Probably. It's going to be terrible. I'm back to the old school. Cindy, you're late. That's okay. We haven't gotten into the good stuff yet. It gets better from here, I promise. So just real quick before we get into it. It is purple on the other side. Harriet asked she said the mat is purple on the other side. Yes. For those that like purple. Turn it over. Why haven't we done that? I don't know. Because yellow? Because yellow? Because yellow. That's why. Maybe. Tune back in next week where on Fabric TV we may have a purple mat. Maybe. Let's see how it goes. Jeez Louises. Good morning, Debbie. Oh yeah. And Pamela, she says she's a history buff, so she loves the education. Pam, did you see last Saturday? I believe she was, yeah. It was a fun misdirect. Like, when you have nothing to work with, I had to come up with something, and that's what happened, so I'm sorry. I won't do it every time, I swear.
Right.
Son's 40 and can read a line as I. Yes, Alice, I can assure you that I'm sure my mother's the same way. She could, yeah.
She probably had it figured out before anybody else.
Yeah, last week she was watching, she was like, he's full of it. I haven't gotten better at lying, I just talk quicker. All right, so real quick before we get into the block,
yeah,
I just want to make sure we bring up the Handy Quilter event that's coming up this Monday.
Yes. So
Monday,
that's
Tuesday.
Like a minute away. Okay, it's 2 days.
It's like
but
2 days.
You could still sign up today or tomorrow, and we will get you the information, and you'll be able to jump right in on the Handy Quilter event. We only have a couple spots available, being as it is Pro Stitcher and it is computer-based. They do not want a class that's very large, because we want to make sure that everyone can get their questions answered, and that, you know, the class can move along at the pace that is appropriate for everyone. So you do not have to have a Handy Quilter if you have a baby lock machine that has Pro Stitcher on it and you want to learn more Pro Stitcher. If you're thinking about, let's say you have a Handy Quilter machine and you are contemplating Pro Stitcher, but you're like, this is a big investment. Okay, right now you could get this class for $100, and you could spend the days, the 2 days, going through and then going, wow, this does a lot. I need to invest in this. And by the way, I've already gotten 2 days worth of knowledge, so I'm already well on my way to being able to use this that I don't even have purchased yet. So
yeah, it's a good way to kind of see what it's all about without having to put the $10,000 into buying it.
Right.
Because it's a solid investment. It's cool. It's fun stuff. But if it's not for you, it's not for you. But if you're interested, or in instances we've had currently, if you've recently purchased a machine that has Pro Stitcher, and even if you don't have the machine set up yet, you're still going to need this education.
Right.
It's good for you. It'll help you out. Be ready to use it the second it's set up and ready to run.
Right. When we go and set up a machine, we do some basic machine training, but then we come back an entire second day with a binder full of information, and we get through everything, but there's still...
But it's still just basic information.
Like I showed you one time. I showed you one time. Like, you know, so we show you everything, but it's like you're not getting it ingrained in there. So, yeah, even if you haven't started using your machine yet, it's the perfect time to get that information now, get it again. The more times you can hear it, the better.
Right.
Jason's taking the class, and so you get to hang out with him. But also, you know, we would take this class and sit in on it if it was in our shop, if it was on virtual, because you always learn something new.
Yes.
We run these machines every day,
all the
5
time.
years. We will still learn something new this weekend, or this, I keep saying weekend, this
Monday,
event.
Tuesday.
So, okay.
All right.
Moving on.
Go sign up. Classes, website, warmandcozyquilting.com. Go check it out. With that, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover up front. So now, are we ready to get into card trick? You guys ready?
I don't know what this card trick is.
No.
I'll call you up in a second. I have some information to cover first.
Okay.
You ready?
Do I do this?
What do you need to do?
So that I can, or you're gonna, how are we doing this, Jason?
I don't know. This is my first time here.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Jason. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure. Okay. She tried to throw me just now. That was weird.
So should I show them what they need cut?
Let's do that. Let's talk about, Victoria,
Because
if you
I
would
can
pull
start
up
sewing
the
while
cutting
you're talking.
instructions.
Let's see. So your background fabric, which in my case is this like really pale green. These are my 3 3/4. I have 2 of these, and then all of my other colors, I have 1 of each.
What size is that?
4 different colors. These are 3 3/4 square. So this is letter B. Sorry, I went backwards. So we'll do B first.
Okay.
Then I have the same exact thing,
Yes.
For A, I have 2 of the background,
Yes.
and then I have 1 of each of the colors. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 different colors, and I have 1 of each.
Okay.
All of these are going to get cross-cut 1 time.
Okay.
So let's do that now.
Yes, let's do that now. Here, I'll move out of the way. Here you go. Here's this.
I'm going to do them all at 1 time. You do not have to be as brave as me.
I'm not as brave as you. I'm scared.
You can cut them. Well, and some of you may already have them cut. Like, I've thought about this, like, okay, we told them to cut. They should have already got it cut. But just in case something didn't make sense, I wanted to do this part here. So
Yeah.
just got my straight edge, go corner to corner. And
Hey, good morning, LaDonna. Thanks for jumping on. All right, look at that. Fantastic.
okay, I'm going to do the same thing with this size.
Okay.
Oh, and since mine will stand up on their own,
Because she starched the Jesus out of them.
I can stack them all nicely. You know, just kind of like a deck of cards.
Just be very careful that you don't shuffle them too much because they will ignite at this point.
Oh my
because
gosh.
they're so friction. I'm kidding. It won't happen. Don't. You're okay. That doesn't mean I can't give her trouble or won't.
Yes, he will.
All right, so you're going to cross-cut them. But let me tell you a little bit
Cross-cut
about the card tricks.
Okay.
All right, you guys ready?
Yes.
So, here's what I got. When it comes to card tricks, it is generally agreed upon that they came around the 1450s, where gamblers started using card tricks in an attempt to increase their odds at winning. Like actual card tricks.
Oh.
Like, what did you think I meant?
Nothing.
Okay.
I was like 1450s. What?
I mean,
Here
we need
go.
a little bit of information on card tricks. I mean, we're talking
Right.
about card tricks. So
Right.
anyway, so gamblers used them. Now, coincidentally, 1970s came along.
Yeah.
1970s. So yeah, like 320 years later. It took a little bit of time.
1970s. This block wasn't around till the 1970s.
Yeah, for real. Also, about the same time,
That I was born. No. I'm
Kenny
kidding.
Rogers came
Uh-huh.
around with the song "The Gambler." Is this coincidence? I don't know. I'm just making things up. Anyway,
Is
so
he making things up again?
no, really. That his hit came out 1978, became I think it got as high as number 16 on the billboards in 1979. It took like a year for that to become a number. Anywhere
Really?
close. Yeah,
and
it
like
was awful.
everybody
Like,
still knows that song.
love the song, great song. You'd think it got more notoriety,
yeah,
but
right?
it didn't.
Okay.
What does that have to do with card trick quilting? Nothing. I just am looking for fillers because there's really not much to the card trick. It genuinely came up in 1970s. Barbara Brackman says that it was introduced by Jeff Gutchin in McCall's Magazine. Have you heard of McCall's Magazine?
Yes.
They apparently put out all kinds of magazines and stuff and patterns, all sorts of stuff for a long time. But apparently he was a writer, him and his wife, in the 1970s, and they are accredited with developing the card trick. So the card trick is more of a modern type, but is also classified in the traditionals because it's, I guess, fairly simple to make.
It's a 9 patch.
It's yeah,
simple half squares or quarter squares or whatever.
right. So yeah, there's not a whole lot of history to this one other than that's about the basics of it.
Okay.
So it's been around since the 70s. Again, though, I like this whole tying the blocks to the music world because there's got to be a connection that I'm missing somewhere. Speaking of card tricks, I have a card trick.
Okay.
You ready for this
Yes.
one?
Yeah, sure.
My assistant, please.
Yep.
I'll move over a little.
So this I'm crediting to my grandfather. He showed me this card trick many, many years ago. All right, so hi, hi, hello.
She wants to be on camera, and you're here. I'll get off.
No, you're not. You're gonna stay right there. It's the whole thing.
See me?
Pick a card, any card.
Okay.
Pick this one.
This one?
That one there. Okay. Now show the audience.
Okay.
Now show me. Okay, well you weren't supposed to do that. Okay, now put it back in the deck, anywhere.
What?
All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Is this one your card? No? Oh, wait, that was 52 card pickup. Had nothing to do with picking a card. Ta-da!
What?
Was that really it?
Yeah, my grandfather did this really cool trick and then I had to play 52 card pickup. Thank you, Grandpa.
Okay, you don't have to pick them
Yeah,
all
you don't
up.
have to pick those up. It's okay.
He's gonna pick them up.
This was a practice deck.
There you go.
Oh, thanks. Now I got something to play with while she's working.
Okay, I now need the mock-up board
Oh.
because here's what you all get to learn about me today. I have a tendency to turn things the wrong direction. So it's better for me to lay it all out and then piece it together. Okay? Now, like, I have a real card trick. We could
You
have
do.
done a real card
I know,
trick.
it could have been fun, but we didn't do it that way. That was more fun for me because she's never got to play 52 card pickup in that fashion.
That's not true.
Not that fashion.
Not in that fashion, no.
You just threw them at her and said, this is 52 card pickup, pick them up.
No.
Is this
no,
gonna
I
hold?
asked her.
Yeah.
How? 3 of those long?
Yeah. Trust me.
And
Trust me, I'm a professional.
Mhm.
then over here I need
Yep.
one of the small ones and a small green.
And there he is.
And that goes
Living.
here. The good thing with batiks,
There's no wrong side. Not normally. There are sometimes some batiks that have wrong sides, but
Yeah.
for the most part.
the red is my aqua, and that I need a larger one. So that's going to be that square.
Ooh, I like this already.
Should I? Okay.
Nope, let's lay
Then-
it all out. That way it's all ready to go. That's probably the
Go
best
here,
method.
and that's the bottom, and
Okay.
then the aqua of the big aqua
Oh, thank you, Lydia, for your help on that, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome.
goes there.
Donna said, poor Lydia. My kids are accustomed to it. They're real troopers when it comes to my nonsense. That's why I love them.
We also have done the same to each other.
I know you have.
Yeah, so.
I know. I've seen many cards flung around the house. I'm aware.
Then I need a large blue.
Okay.
The center is going to have one of each of the little guys.
Nice.
2, 3, but not the white, not the background. All
Not
of
the
the
background.
actual colors, and then I'm going to point like this is going to come off of here.
Mhm.
The blue is going to come off of this.
Yep. And we're a little crowded because I don't have near enough of the fabric or batting to make this mock-up work better. I think this is the most number of pieces we've dealt with in a long time.
Okay.
You're getting there.
Then over on this side, this is really goofy. Jason,
It is. It is. It'll be all right. Trust me. I'm driving. We're good.
so this needs a big blue one.
Yep. You guys following along? Everybody's got this laid out. Who's already got this made? Who was it? Somebody said they made one of these for their gambler friend. Who was
Oh,
that?
that's fun.
Oh, it was Rita. Made this quilt and gifted it to a gambling friend. And then Pam said that she and her husband got married in 1978.
Nice.
Nice. My parents were married in 78.
Is that right?
That is correct. And then my brother was born in 79.
My parents weren't alive in 78.
That
Your
is a
parents
misnomer.
We're alive.
At
One
least
of them.
was.
Oh, one of them was.
Ooh, there we go. So this is fun. This is like a
They're
crazy
like,
puzzle
this
game.
is so boring. I'm
Oh my
watching.
God, guys.
Like, come on, just. But I am so bad at
Oh, yeah, it's
turning
okay.
things the wrong way.
And so then you need a small piece and a small piece?
Oh my gosh, Jason, do you see how?
I do see. I see. Do you see?
It
But
looks
see?
cool.
You get the gist of it, right?
Okay,
So now you're going to just put them squares together.
so we're
magically,
gonna do one square at a time. So you're gonna have a 9 patch. You're gonna do. So we're gonna.
Which we're all familiar with 9 patches. We've done them several times.
So I'm gonna grab these two and I'm gonna
Okay.
piece them together along the long edge.
Ooh, Pam Bealey has done one with the Ireland flag colors. That's cool.
Oh yeah, that would
I
be.
bet that was
really
a great color
cool.
combination.
I've got my leader because I'm going to start sewing on that. That way I don't have any kind of issues. On my actual fabric, I'm going to use my sew straight and I'm going to go a little bit scant on my 1/4 inch.
Going scant on the 1/4 inch. Got it. That means it's just going to be a couple threads in from the foot, so that way it's not a full 1/4 inch, it's just scantly. It's almost a 1/4 inch, but not quite. Scant.
Sometimes I found when you do a full 1/4 inch, you know, that you then press things out and they are a little bit shy of the measurement that you wanted, because sometimes that 1/4 inch foot is actually a little bit larger
Oh,
than a 1/4 inch. So you you should measure and make sure that it's right. So I'm going to, this is silly, but what
No.
I'm going to do is I'm going to do the outside blocks first, because those are all going to be just my little half square triangles. So
Okay.
I'm going to do those first.
Do it.
Because then we're going to have a quarter square. We're going to have another quarter square, but half of the quarter square is, anyway, I don't know. It's like, it's got 3 pieces, so how can it be a quarter square?
Just by name.
Right.
Makes it fun.
2 halves are the same, let's say. How about
Yes.
that? 2 quarters.
So-
1 half. Anyway, I'm
What?
moving on.
I don't know what's happening right
There's
now.
math, and I just messed it all up.
So how many people we got sewing along with us today? I think last week we had like 4. You are not sewing along with us. Stop. Neither of you are sewing along with us today. Stop raising your hands. I love the interaction, but at the same time,
But it's more fun to raise my hand.
it is fun. You're right. So much. Do you need another card trick? Here.
I'm
Where's my
wondering if
cards? What?
I'm wondering
Underneath you.
You're wondering what?
I'm
here?
wondering if people are having to get off and back on. Why is it continuing to tell us that they're watching and then
I think
somebody else
it's
is watching? I'm
algorithms.
just
Don't
gonna-
watch this. This is silly. I'm watching it for comments.
Is anybody struggling? Is this video like
Danielle.
I'm gonna move on.
Camera didn't do nothing. Don't give the camera those eyes.
That poor camera. No, I do really think it's part of the Facebook algorithm
And
situation.
we're not usually
And we're not
looking at
usually
the
in
phone.
It's yeah.
And
it's
on the
silly.
computer, it just will tell us comments. It won't tell us, oh, so and so is watching.
Right, like, and it doesn't say bring them on camera with you. Like, I don't
What?
need that option. I guess it could be fun.
Bring
That's
them
what
on
we should do.
camera with you.
It's not doing it now, but
Oh,
that would be fun if we
If I
just
just
brought
click
everybody
that?
on camera and just had like this giant. Anyway, it would be chaos.
it would.
It'd be utter.
It would be fun.
Like it's bad enough with me here. I couldn't imagine adding everybody else into it. Not that we don't love you guys, but
Tell them that way, though.
Yeah.
we could do that via Zoom. Oh my gosh, we should consider that somehow.
I don't.
Anyway.
Okay.
Okay,
Anyway.
enough with our ideas.
I'm just gonna keep sewing.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I'm not.
Do you want to press these guys since
Mm-hmm.
those are corners and we're good with them, and then we'll get into the
That's what I think.
3/4.
Yeah, and what I think I'm
What
gonna
you call
do
that?
is I'm gonna move these here because they
Okay.
can still see it there,
Yes,
and you can have some
and then I can cut.
supplies, and you can cut. Oh my gosh! This is
Why
not
not?
the good deck from home.
Oh, it is not the good deck. No, I again, this is our. So we have a couple of decks because sometimes we have family poker night because you have to do that sometimes, and sometimes you have to take your kids' money.
That's something we should.
But we do have
I
we do
think
have
gambling
extra
is,
decks
like,
of cards
illegal for people under the age of
for kids for the individuals that haven't mastered the shuffling of the deck of cards.
Right.
That is what this is. So
Ooh.
those of you that are like, I can't believe you're doing that. It's totally cool. These are like next to going into the trash, so it's cool.
I'm going
They've
off
seen better
camera
days.
for a second so I can get my iron.
You've left me all by myself up here.
I know.
Myself. So we did have somebody say they're sewing along. Who was it? Debbie's sewing along today. Awesome.
Nice.
You can always watch this on the rewatch. Share this with your friends. Again, we're going to put this to the YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to that, go subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Helps us out.
I actually found it a few days ago.
You
Yeah.
did?
Yeah.
Nice.
So it'll be fun to have this out there for later viewing. We do have individuals. I've had people tell me that they are watching the videos on YouTube because they refuse to go to Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So those of you who are powering through Facebook as it is, current environment, then thank you.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is, well, the first thing I did was turn my iron on.
Always turn on the iron.
It's kind of important.
Yes.
Then I'm going to press it by, I'm going to set my seam.
Set your seam.
And what that means is I'm kind of like pressing it into the fabric, telling the thread, this is where you need to be.
Okay.
Then you open it up and you press it, and I'm going to press it towards the dark. Make sense?
Press it towards the dark. Again, pressing towards the dark is so very important because as I found out this week, so many times I've done quilts that were pressed to the light, and then there's threads that are coming through as I quilt them, and they stand out very starkly against the white fabric. So please
So should you
press
always press to the dark?
as much as you possibly can.
So we're working currently on the next month's flying geese
Yes.
pattern.
Uh-huh.
When you make flying geese, you have to go to towards the sky.
Oh goodness
And if your
gracious! And that's
sky
a
is
lighter,
lighter,
color.
you have like they will come out a lot cleaner and straight
Sure.
and the right size. But sometimes you have to go to the light. That's just the way it is.
Weird.
Some things will never change.
Some things will never change. Oh, what we got here?
Okay, I'm
Cindy
gonna put my.
is trying
I'm
to
gonna
sew
walk
along,
off.
or she's calling me trying. I'm not sure which. I'm gonna assume she's trying to sew along.
I'm gonna walk off camera again and put my
Do your
coffee
thing.
on the
Set your
table over
seams.
there.
Chris is sewing along. Carol's sewing along. Patty is, I guess she's having connection with us issues as well. I don't know anymore. It's okay. It'll be just fine. So while we're waiting for you to set those seams, and then I'm going to square them up to 4.5.
Right.
Looking ahead. So Monday's flash sale
Yeah. What's going on?
coming this Monday. Oh, by the way, don't forget, set your clocks ahead
Oh
tonight.
yeah, stupid.
You're going to lose an hour of sleep. I'm sorry. Daylight savings time.
I'm sorry, that was not very nice, but I really don't like when
Not
we
a
have to
fan.
go through this because then it's my just.
Hey, but
Yeah.
at least tomorrow's a Sunday.
Yeah, you have
Yes.
tomorrow, so you're going to be super early to
Right.
church. Wait, no, you'd be late to church.
You'd be late if
You'd be late to church.
Right.
So if you're going to duck out of church tomorrow, tomorrow's your day to do it, the once a year when the clock is finished working. You're like, oh, I forgot to change the clock. Which if you have a phone, it automatically adjusts for you, so oops. Anyway, Monday, flash sale. Be in honor of the St. Patrick's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Greens.
Mm-hmm. Also in honor of I love green.
She just loves green. So green's happening on Monday's flash sale. That's on our website, warmandcozyquilting.com. Be sure to check that out. Patty Leafer's on the road, joining late. Thanks for joining, Patty.
So, you know that like one of my most favorite things is green. But
Yes.
what's my next favoriteest kinds of things?
Purple.
Pink.
Your children.
No.
Your children. That's a
Okay,
good
never
one. I would
mind.
hope.
Forget it.
I'm hoping for the kids' answer, baby.
I love plaid
Oh, yeah, I forgot about plaid.
and I love flannel, but we very rarely get flannel because we just, I don't know, we bought some and it just sat. But like I tend to buy, I like old men colors, is what people tell me.
Okay.
They're like, that just looks like an old man's shirt and I don't like that color. I'm like, okay, well, that's what I got. Anyway, we got 2 cases of plaid flannel yesterday. And it's red and black and gray.
That's kind of exciting, actually.
It's really exciting. It's Northcott, so it's wonderful 2-ply flannel. It's wonderful.
I think we
I
just
gotta get
quilted
it.
a
I gotta get it in the
flannel quilt.
computer so that it's ready for sale. I don't have it in there yet.
Could you make a dog sweater out of flannel?
I think the dog would not be happy with that.
I don't make a sweater for anyone, much less the dog, and not out of Northcott fabric. Anyway, I love the dog,
This is a weird request.
but this is strange.
It's alright, Patty Leafer loves plaid too. So Patty, you should love this.
Yay!
Is it? You said it was plaid?
You know,
What's that?
I'm gonna address something while we're here.
Address this. Whatever
'cause
we're addressing.
I want to let everybody know if you have questions, if you have troubles, if you need to email us, okay? Email us at info@warmandcozyquilting.com. I know that
Yes.
we say that and you're like, yeah. But here's the problem. We send you your PayPal invoice from Wednesday night and it comes and it says that it's from Yahoo because we have a Yahoo account, but we do not monitor it very closely because it is where a lot of spam goes.
Yeah.
Like all of the invoicing stuff goes in there. And we do not, and it's duplicated. Anyway, you guys don't really care about all that stuff.
No, but it is
what
important to
What
know.
has happened is that I keep going, oh my gosh, there was a message from a customer from 4 or 5 days ago or last week or whatever, because I just don't go through that email very much.
Yeah, so that
If you have questions or any concerns
Info.
ever,
warmandcozyquilting.com.
Yes.
Info. INFO. Okay.
here's some more. Okay, so what I'm going to do with these little guys that are 3 pieces, but you see, I'm going to put these 2 little ones together first, and then I'm going to add that guy on. Okay?
Cool.
Oh, now I dropped it.
Right on.
Yes, that's good.
Nailed it.
Sounds good?
Do it. I'm gonna keep squaring these up to 4.5.
Sounds great.
And
to
really,
me.
there's not much squaring up at this point. Basically, what I'm doing is taking the dog ears off because they're right at 4.5.
So you absolutely could just with your scissors, cut off your dog ears and keep going. But as you can see, you could get a little bit of something off of there, and maybe it's nice to just get them nice and squared up.
Who's it? UMA said that in Arizona they don't have the daylight time change. Yeah, there's some states that realize that's not. Anyway, I'm jealous.
So we had this where in Illinois they've talked about they're going to stop doing that.
I think they passed it. I just don't think they've figured out how to enact it just yet.
The problem is we live a minute from a different state.
That
most people travel across all the time. So even if we didn't, so now that because he worked across the river, so he was all excited. He's like, they're getting away from it. We're not going to have to do this anymore. And I said, you still work in Missouri? That was when it was an immediate
horrifying conversation.
We have to get this shop up to the point where I can quit my job because I cannot live in one state
two schedules
and figure out what time it is somewhere else.
No, I can't do it.
But so it was something that was passed, but it's still not been enacted. Is that the?
Yeah, I think it's just they passed legislation to be able to make it happen. It's just. I think there's a lot of other moving parts that can't.
Right. But yeah, then it would be, and so even for us, okay, let's say, so it's no big deal. We live and we work in the same state, no problem. We don't have to worry about it anymore. But then you want to go across the river for a baseball game.
Or to visit.
Or a
family or anything.
Or a concert. And you're supposed to be I'm just thinking about things that you have to be there at a time.
Or a late night dinner snack.
Right, yeah. You're going to have to know what time it is somewhere else anyway. I'm sure that there are lots of people who deal with this all the time. They live on the
border
of a time zone. Oh, I don't think I got that. Yeah, that's good.
I do have a story about that. I went to Indiana one time on a job. We were supposed to be there at noon, and we rolled into the parking lot at 11:30, so we're early, which is cool. We're gonna go in and talk to the customer, get things squared away. We walked in, and they're like, "Oh, you finally showed up." Oh, Indiana has a different time zone.
Whoops.
So I don't think they recognize the time change. So sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're not. And at that point in time, they were not. And
you guys were an hour late?
Yeah. So they were cool with it. They said, yeah, so we went ahead and decided this. And we said, okay. Okay.
Whoops. Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of people with...
Oh, so yeah, Miss Pam Shore said she lives Central Time Zone, but lives by the Eastern Time Zone across the river. So she worked in Georgia for 40 plus years. So you had to deal with that? Ugh. Yuck. Whew. Man. Look at that. So there you go. There's your, what are we calling this? A quarter square?
It's a quarter square triangle.
Okay. I'm going to square it up, 4.5, using my stripology. This is my mini stripology ruler. We've talked about these all the time.
Yep.
Karen says some parts of Indiana changed. Yeah, like I said,
yeah.
At that point in time, wherever we ended up, we were an hour wrong. So.
Oh, and I hate to be late like that. That would set the whole tone for the day, and I'd be pissed off.
I would say, yeah, the guy that I was working with was my boss at the time, and he wasn't real happy the rest of the day. So, yeah. I mean, he wasn't horribly angry about it. It wasn't.
Right.
He was driving. It was his fault.
Oh, yeah.
So.
And the boss.
I blame him. I blame him.
Driving and the boss. Yeah, it was totally his fault.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's done plenty of out-of-town work. He understands how it works.
So you were there at 12:30?
I was kind of rounding times. I don't know exact, but yeah, like, we were an hour wrong is what the gist of that story. So yeah. Anyway, daylight savings. Yay. All right. Love your color choice. Yeah, Pam, color choices are based on scrap. So we just grabbed whatever. And it so happens that they're fantastic because all our fabric is fantastic. But you know that.
Could you maybe give me credit?
You chose these fabrics. You own the shop. You chose them. So, I mean,
Yeah, maybe they were scrap, but they were also wonderful, and they all work together.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Yo. Sort of.
I don't think that's what you were saying.
Whew, this is fun. All right. So Wednesday, don't forget, we have our live sale Wednesday. Again, if you're new, was it 5 o'clock? 5 o'clock Wednesday Central Time?
Yep.
So it'll still be 5 o'clock, even though we're having a time change thing happen.
Right.
But come back here, we'll have some cool stuff to sell, plus our Shop Hop fabric kit, whatever that may be.
Oh yeah, Shop Hop's still going on.
We still have Shop Hop happening. I'm sure we'll see a lot of you today because of Shop Hop coming in, saying hi. This is month long. Fill out your passport, all that stuff. What's up? Our director, producer lady is hand signaling and What's the matter? Did Timmy fall down the well?
Apparently my hair's a mess, she's saying.
It just matches my luscious mane.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
I'm sort of aggravated by all this right now.
Also, I cleaned the iron right before we went on camera. So if you like see it steaming, when you use iron cleaner, then it like steams for a little while because it's gotta like burn off all of that excess whatever. Anyway.
It's self-cleaning because it's smart.
What?
If this oh my
What?
goodness.
What?
Nothing, I can't reach.
Oh. Who put that way far over there?
Me.
Oh. Okay. Well, as long as it wasn't me. Bloop. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll probably see you, you know, some of you coming in.
So yeah, doing the shop. Who's all doing the Shop Hop this year? Or who has already started or already finished their passport? I'm curious
Ooh,
how
yeah.
many we've got that, because I know we've had quite a large turnout so far.
We have a whole bunch of canned goods we've got to take to the...
Oh yeah. And don't forget, if you haven't started yet and you want to get a passport, the first shop you stop at, bring in a canned donatable food, a non-perishable food item is the word I
Correct.
wanted there. So canned good of some sort. A can get you a passport.
Right.
And you can do it multiple times in a month.
Yes.
Fin it. Harriet already fin it? Hey.
The neat.
Oh, is that what that is? I didn't say it with the French accent. I apologize. I said it with my hillbilly Southern Illinois accent. I apologize. I do what I can, you know? So, yeah.
Yeah, she was in last Saturday. She finished last Saturday.
Oh, right. You gonna do it again, though? Like, I mean, we're talking $500 gift certificate and gift certificates to the shops.
Right.
I would think it's worth doing.
On
just
top
the
of
opportunity
winning
of it.
prizes, you know, the
Daily prizes, which happen daily.
From what I understand.
This is my understanding. I really do like these color choices are fantastic, by the way.
Well, they are batiks too, so they're wonderful fabrics.
Oh my goodness, Janet Coleman finished 2 already.
Nice.
Oh, Janet. Robin's gonna go out today, hit some more shops. Excellent. Always cool to see what everybody else has got going on. And especially if you're new to the whole quilting thing and you're kind of curious about checking out other shops, it's worth checking out the other shops. Not that I don't want you to shop just here exclusively, because I would love that, but we don't carry everything. So.
Yeah. I just saw something funny, but it's not appropriate.
Yeah, probably don't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Harriet says she would like to try it, but don't know if she has too much. That's a lot to, it's a lot to ask of somebody to
For
do that
sure.
sometimes. Info, color for the block. There is a traditional set of colors. Cindy, I didn't see anything about colors on the block. Like I said, I just kind of did a Google search, read several different websites, just based on, just to get a consensus of information. And I didn't see anything that said anything specific about colors. Now, like log cabins have specific colorations.
Yes. Yeah, like the center's supposed to be red.
Like the Drunkard's Path has a specific coloration set. Like there's a whole bunch of them that have specific coloring.
Maybe red and black as cards are.
Maybe.
Could be.
But like I said, I didn't see anything in what I was looking for. I guess I really need to find
this one too.
the Barb Brackman book is what I really need to get, so I have an actual source of information. But yeah, I didn't see anything color specific.
But yeah, there's a lot of blocks that do have, and I can't wait to talk about the Drunkard's Path.
Yeah, that one was kind of cool to read about too. So yeah, like I said, if I had that information, I would definitely not withhold any of that. But and again, I think being 1970 and being that it was an individual writing stuff for a magazine, just producing information or content, it may not have had that depth of history that you would like to think it should have.
Maybe
perhaps.
they were turquoise and brown and orange.
Because 1970?
Yes.
Maybe. Maybe.
If they were 80s, then it would have been neon, you know?
Right. Yeah, I think it would have been cool if there had been like an actual set of colors that were recommended for it, but again, it's just, yeah. It's just the era. That's just what we're dealing with. Are you okay over there? Is something particularly funny? Oh, goodness gracious.
Lydia's giggling.
So, Lydia's over there having a good old time. Here, I thought I was funny. I am not, apparently. All right. Do we know which one we're doing next week yet? Have we made a decision on that? You guys have a a request in which block we aim for next week? Anybody? A personal favorite? One that means something significant to you? You can throw them out to us. We'll take them all into consideration.
I was also going to say, you know, last week we had Stash Pot Pie week, right?
Yes.
And we showed April's Stash Pot Pie.
Yes.
And we had a lot of requests for kits.
Oh, yeah, we did. We really did.
So we came up with some kits.
Yes.
We have to cut some more because,
Yes.
I mean, it was just like, whew, a bunch of people.
Right.
So we've got to cut some more kits. And yeah, so if you are interested and if you're like, I don't even remember what that quilt looked like, it's hanging up in the shop, or you can check back on last Saturday's video, either way. We had to order more of the background fabric, but it already came in, so we are ready to go to cut more kits. The only thing that could happen, but I think I'll still be good for a few more, is maybe that outside border, I might have to swap it to a different color. But we have the entire line of lots of options that would all work together. So Country Soiree.
Country Soiree. And they're on the website, so if you want to have a look at them, if you're not local and you can't come in to see it. But they're beautiful. They have the old reproduction style look to them.
Mm-hmm.
Classic material, and they're all muted. They're fantastic. Pam Shore says we should do pineapple. And I do not disagree with you on that.
I gotta get some pineapple rulers,
but we need
though.
some rulers for sure, because that's the thing.
Yesterday I realized we had sold out of our last pineapple ruler because I have a favorite pineapple ruler.
Yes.
You could, obviously every quilt block you could make without a ruler. Well, okay, probably not. There's
Right.
some that you really need a template because you got to cut a strange triangle or something.
Right.
But the pineapple, to get it perfect, I mean, I love the Creative Grids pineapple ruler. So.
I love Creative Grids. We'll get them in. Maybe we should. You want to do that next week?
We probably could do the pineapple next week.
You guys want to do pineapple next week?
Oh my gosh.
Well, wait, but we got to get rulers in. It may be 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Again, when it comes to rulers and current environment of ordering things, it may be a week or two. We won't commit to anything just yet.
I will tell you though, a 12-inch pineapple is going to take a lot of time.
Oh, there is a lot of, and then it's a whole process.
So
we
it may not.
may have to work this out.
Yes. Why don't we work that out off camera?
No, let's do it right now. Okay.
With all of our friends.
It's a great idea, Pam. Give us time. We'll figure that out. Robin asked about the COVID, Shop Hop last year. There was COVID. We didn't do it. She's wondering if we had a quilt made and what it looked like. Well, to answer you, we do have a quilt made. It's not currently quilted because, well, Shop Hop never happened and I had no rush to get it done, so I didn't do it. So it's not quilted yet.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
But we do have it.
Yep. I have.
Do we even have fabric for it though? Because I think that
I have very little fabric left, but I do have some.
Right.
If you remember, Robin, we did a sew along May, June, July.
When did we do that one?
I don't know. We started it during COVID because I had all of this fabric.
It was fall.
From
December.
It ended right before Christmas.
Right.
Yeah. So it was the fall of 20. We did a sew along.
A sew along with the fabric. So I did use up quite a bit because I mean some of the bolts I had 9 bolts of. So you know.
Right. So we had the inventory. We had to get rid of it.
And that particular bolt, I think I still have some left.
But
so anyway,
if you're interested and you want to see it next time you're in the shop, I'm sure I think it's across the street still, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I believe so. We'll look.
I don't know.
We'll see. It should be.
Okay, so now I still have to do my quarter square.
Yes.
So I'm gonna sew these two little triangles together and these two little triangles together and then put them all together, right? Right.
Yes. Yes.
This is where I need to kind of make sure and be specific and don't
Be Pacific.
don't put the wrong triangle on the wrong triangle.
Stop moving. The batiks want to hold on to the creative grids. This isn't working as friendly as I want it to right now. Boy, I do love the square up option on this thing.
It is awesome. And this is why I use that little bitty guy all the time. You know, you have to have your big stripology to cut all of your pieces out, right? Or to cut your strips out. It's great for strips. I mean, I use it, so at home I have the stripology squared, which only goes up to 12.5.
Yeah.
And even if I'm cutting something and I need to cut 8.5 inch, I can only get one cut before I've got to move my ruler. I still use the stripology. I get my 0, I get my 8.5, I move, and now I can, you know, lock it in next to it and keep on cutting.
And again, if you're not sure what it is,
on the big one,
you can come by and I'll
cuts.
show you.
Yeah.
Because I got one in the store. I'll show you how it works in person. Yes, we have, Jackie, we have shown our Shop Hop projects. We've been showing them on Wednesdays with the live sale. What are you looking for?
What I want to do is so when I open these two up,
Are you going to lay them out to make sure you're right?
I want them to nest together. So I want my seams to go the opposite direction. So I want to lay this out just real quick so I can press my seams the right way. Go back to talking about what you were talking about.
Okay, so anyway, so yes,
towards
Jackie.
the green, towards the blue.
We have been showing them on Wednesdays. So the first week we had a little apron. This week we did this little zip bag, handbag thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What's that look? Your look is concerning over there on the other side of the table.
So next week we have.
I don't know. Next week's just a surprise. You'll have to just watch Wednesday's live sale to know that. Because I know there's a couple projects, because we have a new one each week.
Mm-hmm.
And then we should have some at the end, and we can always show those on a live sale, or maybe we can bring them over here next Saturday and just have them.
Yeah,
any
so,
excess ones
yeah,
we have.
we could show them. That's a good idea, because not everybody watches Wednesday.
Right.
We could show them on Saturday. And also, like the apron, we still have, we had more left after that first week of the apron. Like right now, we have very few of the bags left, and we got to get through today, which is, you know, I'm sure that we will be just fine. But I don't know how many extras we'll have. Also, we showed the fabric that we're using for the project, and we sold a whole bunch of it on Wednesday.
Yeah, so there's not going to be extra
So there's not a lot of extra kits that I can make exactly the same. But it's a really cool bag. It's something that you can
made with a fact order, so
really
you can do it
easy.
again. So she saw the bag. So yeah, so that was this week's. But maybe we'll do something next week where we show what's been current.
Yeah.
And show you guys if you haven't made it. Again, also what you could do, even if you're not able to watch this again, time zone differential. So we go on at 5 Central. If it's 3 in the afternoon over on the West Coast, and you're like, I can't do it at 3 o'clock. You can watch it anytime before noon our time the next day. And if you see something you can comment on it at that point and get it for yourself, and we'll ship it out. Again, flat rate shipping on that, $8.50 for whatever you buy. So the more you buy, the cheaper the shipping is. But yeah, so we do like to keep them available for you guys to see, because we know a lot of you guys want to shop hop. We don't have a virtual one yet. We'll work on that. But so anywho,
I'm getting close, honey.
you're almost there. You're doing great. Love it. I feel like I want to throw some paper, but I don't know what else to throw. Run out of things to throw at this point. Stash pot pie, let's talk about that briefly. April 3rd. So you guys saw the square and square last week, the beautiful metallic ones. That one is due April 3rd, so make sure you have your top done. Join the Quilters Collective. It's a Facebook group of ours. You can post your picture of it out there. So if you live far, far away, you can post it out there and join in the fun and see other people's color combination.
Oh man,
awesomeness.
have you seen the ones already done for March?
The ones for March so far are fantastic.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. So we divvy these up, and everybody kind of does one or two or whatever of the Stash Pot Pie quilts employees. So Sarah did March. So I'm like looking at everybody's March, and now I want to do one because this is just
Of course
so
you
cool. And they've already got them done, Jason, and it's only the 12th. So
I've heard it was one of
really-
the, who was it? Lisa Klein said it was one of the easier ones she's done. So
I mean, it looks tough to me.
well, she apparently is not afraid of no quilt.
Right.
Not afraid of no quilt. Afraid of no fabric. Anyway, so you have till April 3rd, and then you'll get April's pattern for free, which is May's. No,
No, you get April.
Pam?
it'll be April's.
Pam, the shop hop quilt is hanging in the other shop. So, what?
You said shop hop quilt.
Oh no, I'm sorry. The April Stash Pot Pie. Oh my golly.
Yeah, the April Stash Pot Pie is hanging up in the shop.
That's what you
so
asked
we
about,
probably
and
won't
that's
bring
what
it
I
back.
meant to say.
I can't show that to you now.
But she's asking if we could show it again. You know what I could do is take a picture of it and post it.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Just out of, because why not? We can
So
do
you
that.
can see because it's flying geese and it's awesome. Okay, so you want to hold this board up
I
real
do.
quick?
Yes.
So now we've got our this much done. Oh, I just knocked this thing off of here. So now we've just got to put the pieces together, right?
Right. Look at that.
Is that cool?
All right, do
Looks
it.
like it's spinning around. It's fun. Okay. So I'm going to take this one.
Yeah.
I'm going to lay it over here.
Okay.
I'm so down.
So yeah, we'll post. Do we post that to the Facebook group page, or are we going to throw that in the collective?
We could put it right here on the Facebook page.
We'll put it right here on the Facebook page.
Let's get some new people, right?
Right. I mean, we had like almost 40 people that we put in the show and tell.
I know. You
I know
guys
we had
are
more people that bought the
awesome.
pattern and may not have finished, and that's okay. But also, if you feel like you're a slow piecer and you want to maybe jump ahead, you can always grab April's and get to piecing that now, because that won't be due until May.
Right.
That could be fun. But those are all available on the website.
And then it's just a digital download. You don't even have to wait for us to mail it to you.
Right.
It's right there.
At your fingertips.
You could start sewing it right now, today.
Could.
Okay,
I'd
don't do
probably
it right now.
suggest planning it, maybe.
Like maybe wait until
Just
we're
grab
finished.
fabric and just start sewing it together.
Yeah.
So yeah, any questions on Stash Pot Pie or Shop Hop or any of that stuff? Because if not,
Then he gets to throw his piece of paper.
it's very tough to do with my arm restricted like this.
I forget about my thread cutter.
You have it in your hand.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
I think I'm funny.
Getting closer. And seriously, then I'm going to put it all back up here because I can't.
It's okay. It's better to do
I
this
tend to do
instead of getting a
this.
block turned around.
What?
Nothing worse than getting a block finished and ripping it all apart because it's the one in the middle you turned around.
Okay, then I'm going to put that on top of there.
Okay, do it. Any questions so far with any of this? Anybody seen all this and are like, I don't know what you're doing, need help? Any questions? Raise your hand. You good?
Maybe just type because we can't see your hand.
Yeah, well, that's a better option. And again, you can share this video with your friends if they need help learning. If you got a friend that's just kind of getting into the whole process, they would love to see this. Please share it with them. I appreciate the shares and the follows. And the YouTube subscription. I don't have that linked in here though. Now that I say that, I should have had that done already. Find us on YouTube. Like our channel, please. Follow it. Subscribe to it.
Oh, our Cozy Quilter Long Arm group
I forgot about that. Sorry.
is we had our first meeting. We've already talked about that, but
Yes.
we did have homework. Has anybody worked on homework
Who's done your homework for the
for
long arm
Cozy
group?
Quilter Long Arm group?
Anybody?
I have not.
I don't know when I'm going to, so I may end up just doodling it out and saying this is what I did.
Yeah,
I run long arms all day, every day, and I still don't have time to.
he's always got an excuse.
Is that where I get it from?
Probably.
Yeah, that's where you get it from.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I gotta press my seams. I'm trying to decide which way I want to go. So the top and the bottom I'll go out,
Okay.
and the middle I'll go in.
Okay. Sounds good. So you'll set them and then press them?
Set them and press them.
Cindy's making her April SPP for a wedding gift. No date set yet.
Nice.
Cool. That one's going to be great for, just because of the is it stacked geese? Is that what they're called? Or what's that called? It's called a gaggle of geese?
Jason, I don't know.
It's a flock of geese. Herd of geese. Yeah, I've heard of geese. A whole flock of them. Terrible jokes. Just terrible jokes happening. I'm mumbling. You probably can't hear me. It's probably for the better. Of course, Carol did her homework. You did? And that was that star you stippled around, or that flower?
That was awesome.
So cool. And how you didn't do that with your handlebars and micro handlebars, I don't understand. Because
oh, well.
that seems like I would have to want my handlebars like this to do that. But it was very cool. Like, you see stuff like that, and you wonder, how do people do that? And it's just stippling around some ruler work. And it looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
It was so awesome. So if you haven't done your homework yet, be like Carol, get your homework done. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I guess maybe I'll just do it over on the Moxie.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it on the Moxie.
Can I help?
Sure. You can help, that's fine.
I don't even know what the homework is. I just like doodling on the Mac.
What is the homework, Jason?
The homework is, you should have been at the meeting.
No.
Join the group.
Okay, and then I'm going out.
Out. Look how beautiful these colors are. Holy goodness. Lydia, would you mind grabbing me the other blocks that we've done so far? They should be in that stack of stuff.
Where?
So we've got the square and a square block that your hand's currently on. Give me that one. And then that one. And did we have another one? I thought we should have another one. There's another one in there somewhere. There should be a star. Yeah. All right. I'm just going to set these up here. So you can see how we're just kind of using all of our old
look how it
scripts.
got all...
Oh, it curled up because of all the starch. Never the starch's fault.
Okay. Now I'm going to take this, like this,
Okay.
and sew it together. I'm going to, because I've pressed my seams in the opposite direction of each other, they're going to nest together, and I'm going to use my little wonder clips. Put them right there so that I get nice points. Sometimes I like to do one right at the end too, so I make sure that that lines up. I don't do one at the beginning because I'm going to fuss with it and then go.
Okay. Oh.
I'm getting used to this standing and sewing, but didn't just right then, was like not in the right spot. Oh,
Right.
dang it.
What happened? Oh, did it knock it loose?
My sew straight grabbed a hold of my clip.
So straight.
I wasn't paying attention. It's 90% of the time operator error.
Oops.
The one thing I like about clips is I can't sew over them. We've already talked about this. No, I like clips because I'm lazy.
I don't know about lazy. I don't like stabbing myself with needles. It's no fun.
I'm lazy and I'm impatient. And
Impatient's a fair one because it's faster, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some people are pretty quick with pens.
They are.
Like,
Not
crazy
me.
fast.
And I'm like, ugh. Yeah, probably just how you learned is how you do.
Right? So we got one more seam to sew. Sew to seam. Ooh.
So I'm going to take this.
Add that to that.
That.
You're going to leave that there. Thank you.
I'm going to leave that there.
Don't take the batting. Hope this quilt makes it to an auction. It's going to be beautiful.
Oh.
Don't put that kind of pressure on me. Oh, wait, I'm not doing all this.
That would be really cool, though.
I mean, I think that the last time we did the auction, I mean, if we make that an annual thing, we could get to that point with this one.
Yep.
We could, maybe it'll make it to there.
What time of year, if not the specific day we did the auction on
Mhm.
last year?
We do. We have all the history on that. Victoria's concerned about that. We got it. We'll see if we can do that a second time. Then we can have an annual blah 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 blah. I don't think we actually titled it. We'll have to come up with a cool name for it.
That was a cool name.
Blah, blah, blah. We'll just call it that. The annual blah 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 blah. I think that's a terrible name. If I were participating in that, I would hate to see the T-shirts for it. These T-shirts are terrible. The worst. I'm not going to hold this up here while you're doing that. There's nothing here for anybody to see except warmandcozyquilting.com.
And
Check it out.
it's written in green.
It is.
So that is where that green marker went.
No, ma'am, I had one over here.
Wet erase.
Mm-hmm.
They're the best.
They're fantastic for whiteboards and anything you're writing on because they come off with water.
Right. As you can see, we've bumped it 100 times, or it doesn't just come right off with your finger.
So you're going to press that open?
Yeah.
Who's so excited? Whew. Thanks for hanging on for this one, guys. There wasn't that many parts compared to the other one, but it seems to have, taken quite a minute.
So the one thing I have decided is, because there are some really cool blocks that I want to do, but I will not be able to cut any of it on camera.
Yeah.
We're going to have it all cut ahead of time.
Ready to go.
Ready to go, because it may take an hour. Because I felt like, okay, we've done some really simple stuff. Let's move on to something a little bit more challenging. But at the same time, we have, I don't want to keep you here forever. So we may even have to do some of it like they do with the baking shows.
Like
where
pre-recorded magic?
Right. Oh, look, here it is.
Look at that sunshine. That is fantastic. Put that right there. Ta-da! So, card trick. It's a 9-patch with half squares, quarter squares, and half.
It's still a quarter square, because there would be
squares.
4 pieces. But this is anyway. I don't know.
I got you. Again, making sure you got roughly.
No one has jumped in and said that is called a blah blah blah.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Again, 1/4 inch at the end of your point, so that when you sew this with your other blocks, you won't lose those points. And there you go. There's your other ones that'll go with, and we'll post a picture of that bad boy out there today too. So.
Yeah.
Whew.
Post yours in the Quilters Collective.
Yeah, post it out in the collective. Let us all see it. Not much more to show or talk about on that that you can think of and I think of. I think that's about it. I feel like there was something else I wanted to say, but at this point, I don't have much. Don't forget Wednesday live sale trivia based on today's show.
Right.
So be sure to have paid attention. I'm not saying take notes, but
thank you, everyone. People
reference.
are saying it looks good. Thank you.
It is. It's
so
very
much.
pretty. It's even prettier in person. So yeah, we good? We ready to get out of here? Because we got to go open the shop. It's gonna be almost 11 o'clock, and people are going to want to come in and shop.
Yeah.
So.
I'm ready to see my friends.
Yes, me too. Okay, so we're going to get out of here. It's been a blast. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.